Hey, Natsu here. Um, I'm going to start a new series, a new What If, which is going to be called What If Goku Had a Devil Fruit. What I want to do is basically give him, well, in the saga where Goku is dead after fighting Raditz, he falls into hell from Snake Way, and after catching up to one of the ogres, he steals a piece of fruit that only Yama is supposed to be able to eat, that doubles your strength and makes you not hungry for an entire month, if I remember correctly. I want to make it so that that fruit still does what it did, but at the same time is a devil fruit from One Piece. I had asked someone for it, and what they had gave me was the Yomi Yomi Nomi Rook's fruit. But the problem with that is that, well, firstly, all it does, unless some specific things happened for Brook to get the new abilities, and even then he needs music to kind of control them. Well, music or a specific type of sword. So don't want to give that one to Goku. So what I decided to give him is a Logia fruit. Because I was thinking of giving him a Zoan type, but afterward I was thinking, okay, what should I give him? But every time I'm thinking about it, all I was thinking was a mythical Zoan or a ancient Zoan or something like a monkey or something like that. But for everything I was thinking about, I was basically just thinking, nah, that wouldn't work, or even if he gets that, it won't really change a lot because the whole point of a Zoan type is, well, first the normal ability that everyone knows, which is that you have your normal form, your half form, and your animal form. But another ability that they have is that for every battle, they get stronger, just like a Saiyan. So I just thought, yeah, even if he transforms, that doesn't change a lot, and that would just basically make it as if he had a Saiyan power of dinosaur, but for something else. So I chose to not do that. And so I decided to go with the Mera no Mi. So, well, I'm going to change two things about the devil fruit, since, like I said, I will make it do exactly what they said in the anime, and I'm only going to give him the powers, not the weakness. Simply because, well, yeah, there's not a lot of combat that happens in water, but I'm pretty sure one of the capacities of the Saiyan is basically that they can hold their breath for so long, like their lungs are basically like, if we would compare them to human lungs, they have like 20 more times the capacity to hold in air. So basically they're made to combat anywhere practically. So I'm giving him the capacity of the Mera no Mi without the backlash coming from um, water or sea prism stone, since there won't really be any. Another thing that will be in this is that since, well, even if you pass your genes, your kids doesn't have the ability, I think it doesn't go into the DNA. So Cell won't have his ability. He will literally be the only one with a Devil Fruit ability. But Cell will be a lot stronger because Goku will still be a lot stronger. So, after eating it, well, yeah, Goku fell in off Snake's way. He basically does the same thing with yogurts, then eats the fruit, does get the 2 times power boost, meets Yama, goes back on Snake Way and starts running again. And for a good amount of time, he doesn't even know about his power because all the training he did was basically key control and weight weight training and stuff like that to augment his speed, strength, resistance to 10 times gravity, and trying to just catch Bubble and Gregory. So all of that basically didn't do anything to activate his power. On Earth, basically everything happened the exact same, since for them nothing changes. The change is when Goku finally arrives to fight the Saiyan. Everyone that died, everyone that survived is still alive. Basically against Papa, who was literally unable to even touch him. Well, literally, Goku didn't have to use the ability, but against Vegeta, this is where it finally kind of activates. Well, against Namek, when he was using Keyblast or stuff like that, there was fire coming out with it. Actually, a lot of times while he was training, there were fire coming out with his Key Blast and stuff like that, but all he thought was that he was just, well, what he thought was happening is that he was igniting the air around his Key Blast, and that's what was making the fire. So basically, they didn't think anything of it, except that it didn't harm Goku, which isn't really that weird because Saiyans are extremely resistant to fire, cold, well, heat, cold, fire, ice, stuff like that, but are pretty much harmed by electricity mostly. So when fighting Vegeta at some point, basically he was using the fire when fighting because it was basically just activating when he was using his ki. Um, at some point he wanted to kind of, well, Vegeta was about to hit him and Goku tried to dodge, and when just thinking about that, he basically turned into fire right when Vegeta punched him, which Vegeta kind of burned his hand. Goku then attacked back, and both of them were like, what the fuck happened there? I turned into fire? Well, Goku thought I turned into fire, while Vegeta thought he turned into fire. What kind of attack was that? So, he was... Goku and Vegeta basically continued fighting, and over time Goku kind of realized what he was doing, that when he thinks about it, he turns into fire, which he found useful during that battle for multiple reasons. He actually reacts faster than Vegeta, while Vegeta is faster and stronger. And while using the Kaioken at the same time, which augmented everything, that basically made it so that Goku was basically untouchable by Vegeta. While Vegeta was basically burning his armor. So, it ended practically the same way. Vegeta turned into Great Ape form. Um, Instead of crushing Goku basically turned into fire before he was able to grab him. Goku was still getting damage because he wasn't perfectly capable of using the Devil Fruit capacity yet, but that was a big help since he wasn't grabbed. While continuing to fight Vegeta, Yajirobe still caught his Vegeta's tail, and basically afterward everyone was there, so Vegeta was a bit easier to beat. So basically, in the moment after Vegeta went back in space, Goku didn't have as much broken bones. Well, he was still a lot. He still had a lot of damage, but he wasn't crushed by Ozaru Vegeta. So when uh, um, Krillin, Bulma, and Gohan left, he just said that he was going to train for a bit, and that when Bulma's father had finished the spaceship, he was going to come in that one. So instead of being dead for what he did was basically train his Devil Fruit ability. He saw that he could turn, create, and control any fire around him. So he basically trained a lot in that. Like I said, he won't have the weakness to water or Super Stone because Super Stone doesn't exist in that one. But underwater he cannot activate his Devil Fruit abilities. That's basically the only thing, because fire and water don't really mix. He can try to create fire, but it basically just appears on his hand and it's not going anywhere else since water. When Dr. Brief's fire spaceship was over, he, well, Goku had asked him to make the same thing for the gravity. Um, and in that part, it doesn't really change at all, except that he's already about 1.4 times stronger since he trained a lot during that time instead of just staying in bed. So, pretty much when he arrived, he was a lot stronger. Basically, since a Saiyan strength increased exponentially while training, it's not just a plus a time 1.4 to when he comes out of the spaceship. It's a lot bigger because of the exponential growth. So about 1.9 times with that. So basically the first people he fought against when he arrived were basically just, well, dead. They were beaten easily. So basically the fights were a lot faster. Um, if I remember correctly, the visit to the Guru happened before that. So Gohan and Krillin already had the boost. They were healed by Goku with sensu beans. So yeah, basically everything happens almost the same up until Captain Ginyu, which for him, Goku basically used a lot of fire, burned him, and instead of being switched, I'm going to say that Goku turned into fire, seeing the beam, thinking that it was an attack, and so it didn't touch him. So Ginyu didn't switch, and Vegeta killed him off. Goku was still hurt, but mm, didn't need the healing chamber. So, um, basically over time, um, well, they still went to it, basically because they wanted to give Goku a new outfit, just like with Krillin and Gohan. Well, no, they wanted to give Gohan, Krillin, and Goku a new outfit. Vegeta decided to wait a bit because, well, nothing's really going to happen until someone else comes back. Then they finally catched up to them. Then they healed Goku, which gave him a small Zenkai boost. Really nothing close to what he had to fight with Frieza. They decided to do the wishes, and this time when the wish came to it, and that Vegeta asked, well, basically Vegeta came asked to be immortal. Since the wishes happened faster, Guru still had time, and so they were going to do the wish of Vegeta to make him immortal. But then they thought, wait, Goku's there. So instead of saying make Vegeta immortal, let's say he. Well, no. Before Vegeta got there, Goku wanted to know what his power was, or to make it stronger, to be able to fight Frieza. Wait, I know I had notes on this. The problem is that this is one of the three what ifs that I lost the notebook for. So right now I'm just trying to do it over what I remember from it. I didn't even try to redo it for now. So I think what I had done was that they asked Parunga to make Goku stronger because, well, this what if at first I think was supposed to be what if Deku had a devil fruit, but I realized that since he wasn't going to get as much damage from anyone, as well as the Ginyu Force and stuff like that, um, I should give him something to make him stronger, since he won't be able to fight Frieza. So I wanted to give him immortality, but now I'm not sure if I want to do that. Because he already has a devil fruit. So what I'm going to do instead is make him be able to regenerate. Well, not regenerate extremely fast, but basically like over time, no matter what his body gets, like for an injury, he's going to heal so that he can get Zenkai boost faster. Just because if not, Frieza is going to kill them all. And I'm really serious about that. This will make one small problem for a bit later, that you'll see why, but don't worry about it for now. So yeah, Sin, I'm just going to say that Porunga wasn't able to grant immortality, but was able to grant a regeneration capacity, and then they asked it to be made on Goku instead of Vegeta, and said yes to that instead. So Goku can regenerate, and Porunga basically just said something like it will increase with your power or something like that. So over time, Goku's going to get faster regeneration just because they were able to basically wish for something from Porunga for the last wish, and they really didn't want to give it to Vegeta. Since anyway, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work and only works with the Super Dragon Ball. So yeah, when Frieza arrived, basically everyone started fighting him, except that Vegeta wanted to fight him more. Well, over trying to make Goku fight him, because Vegeta thought he was going to be stronger. After a bit, basically, Goku went and took his place and was hurt badly, pushed to the ground, and Piccolo arrived, started fighting his second form. Goku regenerated fully from the damage he got because he basically got about the same amount of damage that Vegeta had, so didn't take that long. And got his Zenkai boost that placed him about 1/6 of what he was when he came out of the healing chamber. Because yeah, I won't put him that high already. So basically he regenerated. He went to fight against Frieza again. Was starting to push him back a little, but Frieza was still too strong. Frieza turned into his third form, basically started to beat the shit out of them even more, placed them all down. Vegeta did the same crazy thing, which was to let Krillin blast him through the chest, then make Dandy heal him. After a bit, they did. Everyone started fighting again. Goku went to fight him, and this time was trying. Well, even though he was basically way too slow to turn into fire before Frieza was hitting him, so it was continuing like that. Um, then they got killed because he saw that he was healing them. Then after a bit, um, King Kai asked Kami to ask the Shenron. He was going to ask them to revive everyone, but then he thought, wait, it wouldn't do anything, and then decided to say, I wish for Shenron to bring everyone dead or alive on Namek to Earth, except Frieza and Goku. So that happens a lot faster. It does change some of the things. So, no, wait. That's supposed to happen later because basically it was already fighting against. So yeah, that waits a bit. Vegeta gets killed, then Goku basically buries him the same way. He is angry a bit, but not enough. Frieza goes fourth form. Basically continues fighting. Goku's healing basically lets him at least get punched a bit, then heal just enough to basically continue fighting over and over again, making him become stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. He was using Kaioken, which was destroying his body, but at the same time he was healing just fast enough for it to basically give him constant Zenkai boost. After a bit, he was able to push Frieza down in the water, start talking to the others. Then Frieza killed Krillin. This is the moment where they get angry. Well, he gets angry to a point of Super Saiyan. This one is a bit different. His aura is yellow, but there's also a lot of fire just surrounding him, burning everything. He tells he tells Gohan to grab Piccolo, bring him to the ship and get the hell out of there. When they get there and that Goku starts fighting, this is when Genkai asks Kami to basically bring every people alive or dead except Frieza and Goku back to Earth, which Kami does. So everyone is brought there. The Dragon's Balls are still dead, but they still get brought with them. Um, because if I remember correctly, even before they were revived by Kami, I think there were still like some of them alive. So let's say there's a dragon one in there. So basically, the fight against Frieza still happens, but this time every damage that Goku receives basically gets healed, which makes him stronger, and Frieza is basically killed. And I do not mean destroyed to let live, I really do mean he gets killed. What do I mean by this? Well, the attacks that basically harmed Frieza enough to basically make him how he was looking before Goku gave him some ki, were on fire and basically destroyed him. So he's not alive anymore. Goku leaves to get one of the pods. He gets sent to Yardred, just like in the original. After a while, um, one of, well, let's say the same person that was given by Guru the next, well, the place to be the next guardian of the Dragon Balls of Namek. He does the same thing, bring back everyone, this time bringing back even those that Vegeta killed, because he basically just asked to heal, well, to revive everyone that were, well, basically reviving some people precisely, then asking for a new planet Namek, then asked Kami that once their Dragon Balls were full to just revive every Namekian that were killed during the attack on the planet. So that happens like that. So in the end, everyone that were killed were revived afterward, just a year later. So Dende is gets revived later and stuff like that. When they tried to bring Goku back to Earth, he basically just said no. And then the multiple years pass. I I don't remember how long it is, but yeah, so the difference in that one is that Goku can regenerate. He has the powers of the Mera no Mi. Um, and Frieza is dead. So yeah, this will be part one of what if Goku had the Mera no Mi. And yeah, if you liked it, leave a like. If you thought, well, if you think I give him a too big of a chance with the regeneration, it's going to come back later to bite him in the ass at some point, like really strongly. So hope you liked it. Natsu out.